Alrighty then, hold on to your gadgets. After today's tech update, we've got a call from my weekend show, The Kim Commando Show, that's just too good to skip. There's a warning from our government that should frighten us all, but it hasn't made national news. No one is paying attention. I'm Kim Commando for LinkedIn Jobs. Post a job for free and find qualified candidates quickly at linkedin.com/Kim. There's a part of the Department of Homeland Security known as the Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency. Now, do you remember this past September when AT&T, Verizon, and T-Mobile were simultaneously hit with a nationwide outage? Even though the government first denied it, it really was a cyber attack after all. Chinese hackers infiltrated all of America's telecoms to steal users' data. Only now is our government warning both civilians and government officials to ditch regular phone calls and texts, and for very sensitive communication, use only end-to-end encrypted communications, meaning the breach was successful, and it's an ongoing event. In short, the thing we feared the worst has already happened. You need to be tech ahead, or you'll be left tech behind. Get my free newsletter at getkim.com. Hey there, tech lovers and wannabes. Want to stay ahead of the game? You've got to check out my YouTube channel. It's amazing. So many people are loving my new and improved channel. For starters, we've got fresh how-to videos every week, like how to block those super annoying political text messages, let important calls through even in Do Not Disturb mode, and oh boy, watch out for sneaky QR codes that can actually brick your phone. It doesn't stop there. Join me for Kim Commando Today, a fun podcast where we break down the latest tech news and trends. It's like talking tech with a friend, minus all the boring stuff. You'll get the latest tips and tricks to keep you in the know and have a little fun while doing it. Plus, who doesn't love being the tech-savvy one in the crowd? So head to youtube.com/Kim Commando, hit subscribe, and make sure you never miss a new video or podcast. That's youtube.com/Kim Commando. And when you're there, be sure to hit that subscribe button. That's youtube.com/Kim Commando, with a K, of course. And I'll see you on the video. All right, just as I promised, here's a fantastic call from my show that you've got to hear. Doug in Chicago, Illinois. Hi there, Doug.
Well, first of all, love your show. I've gotten some great insights off of this, and I'm looking for some further insights today. So I am a fully remote employee, and I'm kind of wondering what level of, for that lack of a better term, invasiveness my employer can have into my home environment here. So I use their laptop on my Wi-Fi using their VPN. They are also lined into my phone so that I can use Microsoft Teams and Outlooks and Microsoft programs like that. So what I'm curious about is, obviously on their hardware, they can see all of my activity, but because they're in my Wi-Fi and I have, kids and iPads and smartphones and laptops and all this that goes through my Wi-Fi, how much of that activity can be seen by my employer? I mean, are they able to turn on mics or cameras or anything? How invasive can they be since they're in my computer system?
Yeah, that's frightening to think of, isn't it?
Which is why I'm calling the pro.
So when you say that the employer put something on your phone so you can use Outlook and Teams, what exactly, do you know the name of the software that they put on there?
From what I understand, they use something called Intune, Microsoft Intune.
Okay. All right, let's talk about that. It's basically software that companies use to manage mobile devices. And so, let's say, for example, you say, I quit. Well, they can go into your device and they can wipe out the company records, whatever you have in Microsoft Outlook. They can shut you out of Microsoft Teams. And so it's really done for their protection. And the fact that you know that it's there gives them the ability to do it. Because sometimes people call me, the reason why I bring that up, some people call me and say, well, how do I know if they even have it? Well, companies have to disclose it. And so normally it's going to be in something that you sign, a memo, the policy handbook, or they may just say, this is what it is. So what the organization cannot see, they can't see who you're calling. They can't see where you're going on the web. They don't see your email. They don't see your text messages, your passwords, your pictures, your files. Say, for example, your contacts, your calendar, anything like along those lines. What they will see is your operating system, the apps that you're using, that they have control over, the operating system, serial number, your device, the model number, the manufacturer. They can only see your managed app inventory, which could include, your work apps. And if it was a school device, it would include school apps. But for corporate-owned devices, they may be able to see all your apps. So the thing is to remember is whatever they own on that device, they may be able to see everything. Right. If it's on your personal device and they just have this block in there, then they should just be able to see whatever is in that block. Okay. Now, the question about what's going on with your Wi-Fi and the iPads and the kids, I wouldn't lose sleep over that. Okay. The software is not made so that this way they can duplicate your whole IT infrastructure. It's only there so that they can monitor what it is that they need to monitor. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. So if you are concerned that maybe they do have access to other things, because maybe you're like, oh, that was too much of a coincidence. How do they know that my wife is planning a trip for us to go to Patagonia? Or, maybe those type of weirdo things are happening.
Exactly. Yeah.
Is that what you can do is put a VPN on your router. Okay. And the VPN will disallow traffic, but you can see everything that's going in and out, and you can permission certain things, as well as you can encrypt certain things. And so that's an option for you. You can put a VPN on your personal computer if you want, or on your phone. And so when you start doing personal things, is that you're going to fire up the VPN before you do it, and then nobody will have access to that. Okay. But if nothing's going on, I'd probably say you're okay. I mean, I don't know for sure because, I'm not sitting right there next to you in Chicago. But I'd say you're probably okay, especially if you're working for a big, reputable company. The last thing they want is a PR nightmare to say, my boss was spying on my router and saw that my wife had an OnlyFans account, and now he wants to fire me. I mean, that's kind of a weirdo, thing that would be happening. But again, you want to maybe invest in a VPN. We use and recommend here on the show ExpressVPN. For sure. We've done that for many, many years. It's what I use. And it's not a free VPN. You don't want to use a free one ever. I mean, they're free for a reason. And with ExpressVPN, basically you get 3 months free. If you go to expressvpn.com/Kim, that's expressvpn.com/Kim. Doug, I have a link that I'm going to send you that goes through more about this Microsoft Intune and what they see and what they can't see. So just hang on the line. Amber's screening calls today, so we'll be sure to send that out to you right now. And thank you for your call. Oh, big hugs for listening. Now, if you have a tech pickle that you want me to sort out, head over to commando.com and hit that email Kim button. I sift through every single email you send my way. Now, if you want the lowdown on the digital world every single day in your inbox, head over to getkim.com and just sign up for my free daily newsletter. You're going to love it.